I'm a volunteer with SHP, and what we do is we talk to people about their problems, usually about substance abuse and alcohol problems, but about virtually anything, really. I used to take heroin at one time. I haven't for about 2.5 years. One of the things you're doing is helping them believe that there is a way out of addiction. By our example, we let people see that there is hope.
I had no control over it at all. It was totally controlling me. And I never thought I'd ever be walking these streets feeling I'm part of society, living life on life's terms without having to fix my feelings. I found it eventually, and not far from here as well, my saviour. My downfall and my saviour was all in these streets. It was decided that, yeah, there was enough of us that were abstinent now and gone through SHP's doors and had remained abstinent, that we'd wanted to put something back into the service.
We help our peers in a place which is very dark for them, and we get inspiration and we get reinforcement of our commitment to staying recovered.
We donned these T-shirts, been there, done that, got the T-shirt with volunteers on us to go into the after services where we used to go to get our prescriptions, sit in those chairs with no hope, never thinking you'd ever come out of it without being on a prescription all your life.
It makes you feel responsible for them as well as yourself, and by having that sort of, even that small level of responsibility, it does help you stay off. There's no doubt about it.
Anything I can say to them that helped me, because it isn't an easy journey. There is help out there, and we are living proof that you can come out the other side and be the caring, compassionate person that I believe most addicts are.
It's a challenge. There's always something new. There's always something different going to happen. And I like to think I get a bit of fun out of it as well.
I was taking crack.
Yeah. Well, that night when I was on the door in the club.
It just goes to prove because it's so readily available in prison.
I'm 67 now. I'm 67 last week. So most of me sees out myself.
Yeah, I agree.
I destroyed myself.
Yeah, you go. Well, this is what it does. Slowly destroys you from inside out.
Yeah.
I can't say prison saved me, but when I went into prison,
It does help.
it does help. But as soon as you get out,
That's it, it's the trigger. I couldn't calm down off the crack, so I started drinking alcohol to calm down.
Yeah.
And so basically now I was on crack and alcohol, but alcohol really fucked me up because it gave me pancreatitis and everything. I was in hospital for a long time. Oh, it was horrible. Most of my life I've been on drugs.
As you know, there's lots of courses and training and further education you could be doing. It's all out there.
And temptation is so hard.
Very hard.
It's
That
really
is why
hard,
it's so important to have structure in your day, isn't it?
I went to rehab, stayed there for 3 months, I came out. After about 3 months I lapsed. And because I lapsed, me and my wife, we broke up, she kicked me out. Came back to London and then I just thought, fuck it, I got nothing. Might as well just keep carrying on smoking.
But you know what? You have to find your self-worth. You are worth better. You are the most important person, and you all as an individual. And then you realise, no, that's the drug isn't it's not gonna have my money. I aren't feeling good on it. It's not doing me any favours. And then you start gathering momentum and strength. But it is all about keeping yourself structured and having something to do every day.
We talk to people and inspire them. I think we inspire them, and I think we did today. They were all in a much better state when they went out than when they came in. And that, I think, is the best that we can hope for in the short term.
This is the Camden Alcohol Drop-In Centre, and I've come here with my lovely team. This is a place where the magic really happens, where I think people just get a chance to come in, get away from the daily worries and of, you know, so many things relating to alcohol. I am not prepared to sit back and help people dwell in the problem. You know, I'm a solution-based person.
I did 7 months in rehab. Yeah, I came out, I did a month on my own. You know, I did very well. And then I bloody come out, and then after a month, I met up with some silly bloke, and I fucked up completely. And I feel like crap. And I'm finding it hard now, because I have to pick up a drink up in the morning. It's bollocks. It's shit. It's horrible.
The main thing is you're here.
Yeah.
What's happened, that's gone. If you keep replaying that, it won't let you move forward.
No, exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's, we're really glad you're here. And you might say, oh shit, I've had to come back, but the truth of the matter is, we'd much rather you back here than be somewhere else. One alcoholic talking to another alcoholic, or an addict talking to an addict, the experiences are the things that start helping people get free.
I know how you feel, because time and time again, I've gave up, and then for some reason I picked up again. It was always a different reason. You know, I think I never actually stopped for myself. I always stopped for my wife, my son, my health, my job.
Yeah.
I never stopped because I wanted to stop. I was drinking too much. I started drinking on my own. My job, I'd been sacked from 2 different jobs. Everything happened. I was getting in debt, rent arrears, everything. I thought, right, I need a change. So I moved to Glasgow. Great, fresh start. And same thing started happening again. Then I moved back home again. Then I moved to London. But everywhere I went, everything kept going wrong because I wasn't changing me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I kept drinking.
I was trying, recovery, and I messed up again. And I'm just pissed off at myself, to be honest with you.
So you were looking forward to a great Christmas, but when you started drinking, everything started going wrong.
When the party goes and then your flat's a shithole, everything's a fucking mess. Do you know what I mean? It's a bloody nightmare.
The first thing is you're not alone. And the second thing is, you've come here. If you didn't want to do anything about it, then what are you doing here? Exactly. So you need to start giving yourself a bit of a pat on the back. And at least you've taken the first few steps to come here, to actually think to yourself, okay, enough is enough, I want a solution. I just know that there's no such thing as a hopeless case. And my own journey was enough to tell me that. I drank probably for about 15 years. I had 6 months to live at the end of my recovery. I had pancreatitis.
Right.
And I'm around 5 years sober. How did you do it? And that's the question I'm waiting for, because you see that glimmer of hope. And I do really believe that unless you've been there, you don't really get it. You know why?
Well done.
Because I had a group of people like this, all right, to just make me understand I can't do this by myself. I have people say to me, I don't believe you, I think you're making it up. Because recovery is so beautiful that everything is restored. You know, as much as you put in, you get out, they say, but I think you get a lot more. In actual fact, you get so much more. You go there to stop your drinking, and you stay for your changing your thinking. And then when your thinking changes, your whole world opens up. Your perception changes.
I treated myself really, really badly. I'm still trying to forgive myself the way I treated myself. You understand, and take all the blame for things that happened on my journey. But I begin to analyze it, look into the past and see, I said, well, I deserve much better. If it comes to the idea of I'm going to buy alcohol, I think I said, Linda, do you really need it? What about the children? What about all this journey you're doing? It's not you understand?
Well, your ideas are not working anymore, so there has to be a complete surrender of your own ideas, and you have to become willing and open to listen to somebody else.
I was so naive regarding the helps I could have, and also the fears behind of a lot of things to approach the help. But it's got to the point that I was drinking so much that I stepped out on the street without no shoes. You go and buy alcohol. Then my son came after me and said, Mom, you haven't got shoes on. So, oh, I haven't got shoes on. So he took me up. And then I just sit down and reflect. I said, then I decided to see my GP, and I said, I don't like what I see in me. This organization that has been really, really good to be able to share my experience and have other people sharing their experience, and makes me feel I'm not alone on this journey.
Yeah.
So I love all of you. You're amazing.
It's a magnificent organization. I respect it so much with my heart, because so many people are coming here being able to feel like they're human again. They're breaking free. Let one person, even if there's 10 people that don't, just let one person get encouraged so that they can start recreating their life, because life is too short, but it's also too beautiful to be missed out on.